we have a Spyderco. Wait, it's a Benchmade? What is going on? All right, Kenman here. Today we've got a wild one. I forgot to do a video on this. Long story short, good friend and channel member, AnythingEmersonWaved, sent me some cool knives to check out, enjoy, and he gave me a gift, and this is it. I forgot to make the video. Let's check it out. Today, we're looking at the Benchmade Mini Pika 2 that has some serious Spyderco vibes going on. What are we thinking? What is going on? Check this thing out. Anybody know about it? I didn't. And as soon as you get it, you kind of just take a quick glance and you're like, oh, Spyderco, right? No, Benchmade. Wait, got the Benchmade butterfly on the handle. Benchmade obviously there. First production. All right, what else does it say? 9CR13 COMOV. And that is all the information we get. How weird and cool is this? New to me. Thanks again to AnythingEmersonWaved for sending this out, or sending me the knives to check out. You've seen all those videos. It's been a while now. I just realized this was over there and I had never made a video on it. I apologize. Here it is. It's kind of a fun knife. It's been moderately neglected just because I've been getting so many and checking things out, and sometimes I set something down and amidst the other hundreds of knives, they just get it kind of disappears on me. All right, here we are, the Bencha. The Benchmade Mini Pika 2. So this is discontinued, no longer available. Not really sure exactly when this was made. He did use this, but he thought it would be a fun little gift and thing for me to check out just because of the interesting, weird kind of a scenario. I mean, it's got some serious Spyderco vibes, but we are indeed Benchmade, so yeah. As we said, 9CR13 COMOV on the blade, and then we have the what's this stuff called? I forget. Brain. Maybe take some notes, Dan. Like a glass-filled nylon on the handle with a lot of crazy textures. Does have that little Benchmade there on both sides. Interesting. Looks like no screw access on this side. All the screws on this side have the Torx bits, but this one's more, it looks like pins. So it looks like you just basically unscrew from one side to get them apart. That is an interesting feature. Looks like you can put the clip, which it does not have, but you could put a clip here, 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 or here. So 4 different positions. I could pick up a lynch clip or something for this if I wanted to, or I could kind of let it be this almost like a slip joint, kind of a little, just a simple lock back. Maybe put it in a slip or just throw it in a pocket. Can thumb it open there. I can't flick it open because it's a lock back, so it's not really designed for that. You're getting the pressure against that lock as you open it, but either left or righty, you can roll that out quite easily. Nice little back lock on there. Blade is very solid, doesn't move at all, which is really nice. Lockbacks generally, you know, depending on the quality, slip joints, lockbacks can have some play to them. This does not move at all. None. Jimps go from here all the way up onto that little ramp up section. That is fantastic. So you go and close it there. It's just basically that back bar, that lock has those jimps that ride all the way up. They could even go a little further. When I'm getting out like this for some cuts, the point is in a really great spot, kind of a forward angle to it. I don't like serrated blades really, but here we are. Got a nice little serrate section right there. This blade has been used. It's gone through the ringer a bit. Definitely gotten some use. Thought that was a little black spot I could clean off, but I looked and that is actually a little pit, a little worn down pit. So that's just showing some character, age slash it's been used and enjoyed. So you got your Benchmade butterfly stamp there, and it's got that 10412. That was how I was able to look up exactly what model this is and try to at least see if I could find any info on it. Little triangle grip in there, kind of has like that spider web, Spyderco kind of a look to it. It definitely, I don't have any Spydercos. I have this little, this is like a plastic kit for the kids to kind of learn some stuff, but it is a replica of a Spyderco, so I grabbed it because it really shows you the extreme similarities we have going on right here on this Benchmade. Anybody have one of these, have a little more info that I might not know about on it? Maybe anything Emerson Wave does, you might chime in there. So blade is off a little bit that way. I have a lot of lockbacks that tend to not all be really exactly centered, but it's not touching the side, so I mean, that's fine. It's a smooth, doesn't feel like crunchy or like it has grit or anything in there or any type of weird. It's just it's a slow pull, little pressure on there, but it's smooth and it clicks out nicely, and it does roll out with the thumb quite easily. No real choke up. You've got this little spot here, little ramped up section you can lock into. There is some jimps right there as well that feel really nice, and some jimps on the back. Not a large knife. Does kind of put some specific spots for your fingers. My ring finger drops into this little groove very well, and then the pinky up on top. Plenty of handle out the back. Got your lanyard hole right there as well. Simple, clean design. I mean, this is a nice little beater knife that you could just use. I haven't really used 9CR13 COMOV. Anybody have an opinion on that one there? How long has this been around too? I don't know how many years this has not been available for. I think it's pretty fun though. It's an interesting knife, kind of a conversation knife, the way that it is. Just a Spyderco Benchmade. I didn't know anything about it. I kind of find it interesting. Does fit real nice in my hand, and I just love some ramped up jimps. Feels good. I could easily have this be like a secondary carry on a regular basis. If it was more, I'm not big on maybe I'll just test drive it for a bit, and if I'm cutting some stuff where you need those jimps, I mean not jimps, cutting with some jimps, the serrated section right there. Who likes serrate? Let's talk about some serrate in the comments below. Let me know where you sit on it. Hate them, love them. I generally don't go for it personally. I guess I can't really do a detent because it's a lock back, so we're pretty good here. We can little wild zoom today. Definitely not too big. About 7 inches end to end. Almost 3 inches. You can go 3 inches from there to there up the top on that blade, but right in the center, about 2 7/8, almost a 3-inch blade. You're looking at a 2 5/8 cutting surface, but you have a 1.5 curved belly, slight curve, and then 1 1/4 of serrate, and we've got a 4 1/4 inch handle. All in all, a pretty decent daily kind of carry user size. I love the way that feels and leans forward. So most Spydercos, this is another trait I've seen, is they start off on the thickness here on that blade stock, and it just slowly tapers all the way out to the end. So you can get that thickest spot up here, 0.09, but every time you start moving down that blade, it's just going to get thinner and thinner. Nice little touch. Got a little like decorative swedge on the top there, and then you got this hollow grind across the bottom with that serrate that looks like those teeth are almost gone. Look at that. Some of those aren't really even, that's almost not a serrate anymore. Edge isn't in terrible shape. Looks like there's a couple nicks right here as well. Tip might have lost a little on there. Plus we've got that damage right there. It seems to be holding up well. I don't know how much crazy use he got out of it, but it looks like it has definitely been enjoyed. 0.4 on that handle. 4.1 all going over the little nubs. Thinnest part 7.7, tucks in 7.9, and then 9.3 out of the end. Thickest on the blade 0.9, and the battery's still going. Wants to live forever. 2.47. The Drop Bear Compare, brought to you by Kaiser. 3.29 on that Drop Bear. 2.46. Okay. Wish I had some more Spydercos. Maybe I need to look into it. I've reviewed quite a few of them. I just don't really have any in the collection. A lot of them, I want to get a compression lock, but I definitely need to get a lefty version because I am lefty, and the compression lock is definitely more reared towards the hand of the person using it. Drop Bear Compare brought to you by Kaiser. The Drop Bear is a really nice daily user, same size as your Bug Out, your Pyrite. Great, just all around daily carry, fun fidget factor, lots of jumps, good stuff. These are almost the same, almost exactly the same. Handle is the same. Blade on the Drop Bear might just be an 1/8 or 16th inch longer, but really very, very similar. So this is going to hold size along a lot of those regular common ones that everybody has seen and has in their collection. So I'll grab this one more time. This is that Dolica replica. If you look on there, it's got all the stuff on there, the Spyderco, it's got the back lock to it, it's got that same action, and really, other than the ramped up section right here is a little bit lower, very, very similar. You've got your 2 and then your middle finger and then the pinky, 2, the middle finger, the pinky, got the lock on the back, blade shape, the little hook up front. I almost should have done a little more research, but maybe we can do that in the comments. Let's talk about this. Did they collaborate with Spyderco a little bit on this, or what is the story? This is definitely not a new knife. It has been through, I don't know when the last time he sharpened it or anything like that, so it's not going to give us a realistic vision of the cutting prowess. I don't know. I've never even done with this paper cut with serrate. All right, we get past the serrate. Yikes. And then I did remember seeing those. Oof. That seems to be like once you get past, there's those little right there, so I'm gonna skip where that is and just go from there. And it's actually not that bad. So I think if I go in and get rid of those 2 little, you can see right there's a couple spots. From here up, it looks like it's holding a decent edge. Really gonna have to give that like a 4 though on the cut, but that is no fault of the knife. Or anything Emerson Wave. This is just a condition it's in. I'll probably just sharpen this up or sharpen it up on a live, see what kind of a edge we can put on it. Maybe I'll try to resharpen. I have a couple stones with some edges for doing serrate, so maybe we can do that too. We can turn this into a little bit of a project. Fun stuff. I like it. We're going to look at everything around here, and I'm glad Anything Emerson Waved sent this out. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gift. I have been enjoying it a little bit. Sorry I didn't get to the video until now. But here we are. Interesting stuff. That Benchmade Mini Pika. Please comment below and let's talk about this one some more. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.